WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
And on WUSA 9, meteorologist Topper Shuck, we are tracking this strong cold front overnight. And yes, it will produce a couple of showers, maybe a few flurries while you're sleeping. But the big news behind it is windy and bitterly cold, low wind chills. Wind chills in the teens Thursday and Friday. So at the bus stop, you got to bundle the kids up. Think winter gear, layers, scarf, hat, the whole bit. Download the WUSA 9 app as well. So if we graph out Thursday, we're looking at temperatures really steady or falling throughout the day, right around the freezing mark. But in terms of what it's going to feel like, it's going to feel like it's in the teens pretty much all day. We got west-northwest winds 10 to 20, occasionally gusting to 25 miles per hour. So here we go. 11 o'clock tonight, maybe a couple of sprinkles, as you go up 270, Gaithersburg to Frederick. Yes, you go across the divide. It's been snowing for quite some time, and the winds are beginning to pick up now west-northwest out along I-81. Move this through. By 1:30, just some clouds. By the time we get, say, 6 o'clock, we're clear. All the clouds now about to move across the bay. Temperatures, mid-20s in Cumberland and also Hagerstown. 31 downtown. Everybody else mainly in the 20s. The only thing keeping us from really having temperatures tumble is the winds are slightly west-northwest as opposed to northwest. By 9 a.m., low 30s downtown, 20s elsewhere. And I'll get to the wind chills in a minute. This is without the wind chills. These are actual temperatures. By 12:30 lunchtime, you got to really bundle up. You're going to go walk to get lunch. I mean, upper 20s, Hagerstown, Martinsburg, 29, Gaithersburg, 29, and Frederick, maybe 33, 32 downtown. And then by 5:30, everybody's in the 20s across the board, and winds still producing some pretty low wind chills. Now, 11 o'clock Thursday night, walking the dog, wow. Okay, upper teens to mid-20s. Not wind chills, actual temperatures. Good news, clear skies. Friday morning at the bus stop, we've got teens galore and low 20s downtown. Clouds will return and winds will shift. Notice we got south winds on Friday. That's 11:30 in the morning. Still in the mid-20s to low 30s. We could see a flurry on Friday, and temperatures, even by 5:30, still upper 20s to low 30s. Friday night, some more clouds. Winds more now south-southwest. So that will keep us much, not as cold, keep us a little higher temp-wise on Friday night. So you're walking the dog Friday night, it's low to mid-30s. That's not bad. That's better than the upper teens to mid-20s. If you have plans Friday night, it's still cold, but not as cold. And then we get into late Friday night, just mostly cloudy skies. Now, let's talk about wind chills. 6 a.m. feels like it's 27 in D.C., but 16 in Hagerstown and 12 in Cumberland. Now let's advance this. It gets colder. So by 11:30, 12 o'clock, now it feels like it's 7 in Cumberland, 19 downtown, and 19 in La Plata. So that's why we say think layers, protect as much exposed skin as you can. By 5:30, wind chills about the same, between 7 and 8 and about 20 degrees. That's at 5:30 Thursday evening. Walking the dog Thursday night, we showed you the temperatures 18 to like 25. That translates to 4 to 13 for wind chills. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good shot of Arctic air. And then by Friday morning, the bus stop, wind chills again, single digits to 15 or so across the board. And even by 11:30, wind chills are better because the winds have shifted, but we're still looking at wind chills mid to upper teens to low to mid-20s downtown. So pretty cold day. Okay, look at the temperatures the next 5 days. Here we go. We'll say 32 on Thursday. The high will be at midnight, so high will probably be 41 or 42. Then upper 30s on Friday, mid-40s Saturday, which is actually average, but then more Arctic air returns. We're back to the low to mid-30s Sunday and Monday. Still watching a possible storm off the coast on Sunday. Cold air is available, moisture not so much. Look at this, even colder on Tuesday. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 20s, barely 30 on Wednesday, and then slowly back to average temperatures the following Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Dog walking forecast. Okay, dogs don't need a sweater. You're going to need more than a sweater. Mid-30s to start. Notice it gets colder. By 4 o'clock, we're back in the upper 20s. So, 32, wind chills mainly in the teens on Thursday. A lot of clouds on Friday, maybe a flurry. Saturday, a lot of clouds, back to 45, maybe a flurry or a sprinkle. We get into Sunday, a lot of clouds, storm nearby. Could we see a flurry? Yes. In this case, a better chance in southern Maryland. And then windy and cold on Monday, still very, very cold on Tuesday. And even Wednesday, we're looking at temperatures still below the freezing mark. But right now, no big storms in sight. We'll watch that one on Sunday.